guys, so it is Sunday. It's June. So I went to my kitchen, made product, and really was in there just like testing recipes, testing how to actually produce it, because being in a new space and using different equipment, what I did before in Alameda doesn't necessarily work here in this kitchen. I'm gonna move closer. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. So, like, what I was doing in Alameda does not necessarily work here in this area. So, it's a totally different kitchen, totally different equipment. Like, I have to change up the way that I produce. However, I did have a chance to like figure out the best way to make my veggie patties, and I did it. I was so happy. It took me a few hours, a few days of going into this kitchen back and forth to really figure out how I can use this kitchen and produce my product in the best way possible. And I was able to figure it out. So I'm so happy about that, because now I can start production on my burger patties and my breakfast patties and sell those suckers the way that, you know, I want to. So that's what I did earlier today, and I did not get footage of that because I was literally on the phone with my mom from like 8 o'clock this morning till like I left at 12:30. I'm filming on my iPhone and not a camera. So Saturday, let me go back to Saturday. I went house shopping. Basically, like the homes are around $750 that I was looking at, which was within my initial budget, but with the interest rates increasing, that increased the payments another $1,000 from what I anticipated last year. And so I do not want to pay an extra $1,000 per month on my mortgage. Like, that's a huge jump. So I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do instead is drop my budget down to $650 for a home. I'm not going up to $750. I'm coming down to $650. That's how I'm going to do things, and I feel much more comfortable doing that, which is going to also drop down my payments, etc., etc. So that's what happened yesterday when I sat down with the preferred lender for the builders, and we went through all the numbers and everything. So yeah, like, and it was so funny chatting with her. And she was, going through the stuff. Though it was funny because she was like, "You gotta find you a sugar daddy. You need someone to pay this." And she thought that because I only wanted to put 5% down instead of 10%, she thought it was because I didn't have the $80,000. And that's not the case. Mama got the cash. That was just so funny because people make so many assumptions about you based on how you look, your age, your gender, and all that stuff. And it's like, you don't even know really anything about me to make assumptions that I don't have the money to put down. And she was like, "Can you take up a collections fund with your family?" And I was like, "Oh no, not going along with her." So it was just kind of funny. But yeah, so that was Saturday. And then today I was in the kitchen and I did create a way to make my burger patties, and I'm so happy I figured out how to do the molding. I created a solution for that, which is pretty cool. I love being in the kitchen and creating from scratch. That's my favorite part, and I feel like that's what excites me about business and watching other founders. When you think of someone like Steve Jobs, who was literally sitting there creating and coming up with these ideas and developing these products and being ahead of the curve and having this curve and having this vision of what he saw in the future, that to me is what's exciting. I actually like being there and knowing that this creation came from my mind to my hands to the world. That's what I love to do. And then I have to reach out to this grocery store in Texas because one of the amazing ladies that I met on Clubhouse mentioned my product to the owner of a vegan grocery store. We'll see what happens. Nothing's guaranteed. Hey guys, so it is now, hold on. It is Monday, It is June 12th, and I have so much to do. I had to start my morning at 5 today so that I could get in my workout, feed my dogs, shower, do my hair, do my makeup, like put myself together. I had to get up super early, and usually I wake up about like 6 or 6:30 and I'm able to get everything done. But today, no, I literally have to get up early, and I have to go in to drop off my product to the Bay Area at a grocery store there, and then I have to ship, and I have to also do some stuff for this Walmart open call situation. I also have to review a bunch of videos that they sent, saying like, this is what you want to do, this is how you prepare. And there was a call talking about that, and on the call they said watch these videos. So I am going to do that, and you know, I have to do that today once I return back. And then I have a 1 p.m. meeting, which has nothing to do with work. It's like completely separate, but I have a 1 p.m. meeting because it is 7:30 right now, and I need to go and take my dogs out to use the bathroom. And then I gotta come back up, hop on my laptop, and then head over to my kitchen, pick up my product, take it down to the Bay Area, and then return back to Sacramento and get back on my computer and do a bunch of stuff and be back in time for my meeting. All right, so now I am on my way back. I just dropped off my UPS shipments, and now I'm on my way to the store to drop off. And I did decide to take my dog with me. She's here along for the ride, so let's go. Okay, so I just delivered to the grocery store, and now I am actually just going to go and take my dog. Oh my god, y'all, I forgot my lipstick. That's so annoying. But I'm just gonna take my dog up the way to this little park, or it's not a park, but it's like a little cute little area where, you know, she can get out, stretch her little legs. I'll probably get something to eat and drink there, and then, you know, call it a day, head back to the Sacramento area. It's about 4 o'clock or so, and I am about to break about 5:30. Go pick up my shipments, which are downstairs. I ordered some clothes, so I'm super excited to receive those. And then I am going to plan out my week, do the rest of the stuff that I have to do for the day. And that's pretty much what I have going. What is this hair? This is like witch hair. I kid you not. Okay, so yeah, I still have a ton of stuff to do today, so I'm exhausted, and it's only Monday, and then I have like this networking event on Thursday, which I completely forgot about, and I'm just like, who signed me up for this? But that was me. I signed me up for that. But I don't know why I did it, because I'm tired. So this is some of my products here in my beauty room, and this is stuff that like I have to pack up and get out of here so that this room is going to be like completely clear, no box right here. And you see my shoes and my closet and everything back there. Hi, babies! Say hi! Hi, my love! Say hello! All right. So yeah, I still have to pack this stuff up and get it out of here. But I know right now I'm about to watch The Housewives of somewhere and clear my mind. I'm out. Okay, it is actually exactly 7 a.m. and I just finished my workout, and now I am having, my dog's following right behind me. I love her so much. But now I am having my apple cider vinegar to get my day started. I have quite a bit of things that I need to get done for Tuesday. One of the biggest things I have to do today is fix my Walmart.com site. I've been selling on there for quite some time. However, for the past few months, and I'm ashamed to say it has not been working properly. So I have not connected my site to the Walmart site so that I can receive and take orders off of that website. So I am going to fix that today and now be able to take more orders from Walmart.com. And then I have to order a bunch of like shipping boxes, ice packs, all that sort of stuff I have to reorder. Then I am going to do some follow-up emails to people who helped me over the past few weeks. So I'm gonna send those thank yous out. And then I'm also going to book some time to work in the kitchen. I have to figure out my schedule and get back into that kitchen so that I can perfect these breakfast patties when it comes to like the taste and how I make them, all that jazz, freezing them, etc. So it is about 5 o'clock. It is Tuesday afternoon, and I got my day started, did a bunch of work, and I kid you not, around like 10:30 or so, I got so tired. I just like, I was knocked out, and I literally woke up several hours later because my phone rang, and then I spent like a couple hours or so on the phone just talking, not anything related to business, just, you know, chit-chatting about like mindset and being in the vortex and your, you know, all that stuff. So basically after about like 11 a.m. I got absolutely nothing done. Okay, so it is 10 p.m. I did decide that I wanted to get some additional work done. So now I'm just on my computer. You can see here, it's 10 o'clock. And basically I just, you know, chilled for a little bit, but then decided that I needed to get work done because I literally do not have time to not do this. So yeah, it's 10 o'clock. Still working, been working for the past few hours, drinking my water, staying hydrated, and then I am going to head to bed probably in about an hour or so. But yeah, this is Tuesday. We're still going. It is now it's Wednesday, June, Lord, 15th. It's Wednesday, June 15th, and it's about 7:20 in the morning right now. I have gotten up, taken my dogs out, did my hair, because today I wanted to just film some other little stuff for my business and just like promo for my Instagram page. So that's what I am up early doing today. And then I have to prepare for my Walmart meeting. So for my Walmart meeting, they have a bunch of videos that they want you to watch. It's at the end of this month, this pitch meeting. So on the 28th, so a little over a week from now. And I am going to do some prep stuff for that. And then I also needed to make a list of my ingredients, because I'm starting to like create my SOP and do all the stuff that like I have to get this new permit for this new kitchen, which is a federal permit. It's not state or county, or I'm sorry, it's a state permit. It's not federal, and it's not county or city city or county requirement. It is a state requirement. So I have to get this permit for this kitchen here in this area. And basically they come out, they look at your kitchen, see your production, all of that jazz, and then you get approved for that permit. Now, I have not needed this permit before because my business was so small. It was not like a thing. But now, at this point, I have to get it in order to do things the legal way. I mean, hold on, let me back up. It was always required, even if you sold one product a year. It was always required. That's all I'm gonna say, because I ain't trying to get myself in trouble. I follow all laws, I pay all my taxes, I do everything that I'm supposed to do. And that's it for that topic. But I did fix my Walmart.com site because it was not connecting to my actual plantedfoodsco.com website so that I can receive orders from Walmart.com filtered into my plantedfoodsco.com website. So I was getting orders at times and didn't know that they were coming in because there's no notification from Walmart's website that, hey, you have an order. It doesn't, like, you have to go into their system and check to see. And for Shopify, I have the app, and I did have, I don't think they have an app. I don't think Walmart.com has an app from the seller's side. And so I wasn't getting any of that type of notifications. And it turned out that they needed my UPC, they needed my tax code for my products, and then they needed a gang of other things. So I had to go and do that last night to fix my site. It wasn't having that issue before, which is so weird. Like, I'd never had that issue happen. And then, like, it just started happening. But I have to pull my outfits for Thursday. I have a networking event. I forgot to mention that. Hopefully it is worth my time. We'll see. But yeah, I have that on Thursday, and I have to pull my outfit for that today, and then my outfit for Friday, and sing for Saturday. And not that I'm gonna be like super dressed up and dolled up for farmer's market or work in my kitchen. I just need to know what I'm putting on so I can get on about my day and get it started. I don't have time to be waking up in the morning and then saying, what am I gonna wear? I don't have time for that. So I have to pull all this stuff ahead of time, and that's why I got a 2-bedroom so that I can be very efficient and have my closet space in a separate room so that I can do that, because it's really tough when you are in a 1-bedroom and you really don't have space. I mean, you can make it work. I don't need to be in a 1-bedroom, so I'm not going to be in one. I want to be in 2. I can afford to be in 2, so I'm going to be in 2 bedrooms, and I needed to have an extra space to be able to pull my outfits, do stuff for my business. And a 1-bedroom is just way too cramped. It makes things way too complicated for me. Anywho, that's beside the point. I don't know why I go on my little rants sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like, sometimes I'm responding to things that have not been said yet. So that's pretty much it for Wednesday. I am going to be really, really productive today. I'm still tired. I'm still tired, and I feel like I need like a weekend of relaxation. But, it's all good. Oh, I am planning a little weekend getaway, so I will have that next month. I'm looking forward to it. I just finished my video for my Instagram page. This perfume smells so good. But I just finished that. I'm going to edit it and then hopefully get it up in the next couple of days. I am so nervous. I really am. But look, no risk, no reward. So I'm going to go back, get on my computer, finish up my stuff, and then have some dinner. Call it a day. So today is Thursday, June 16th, and I have some updates. So I was saying that I sent in samples to Erewhon, and their buyer got back to me and said that they don't have any specific time where they do category reviews, so to follow up in a few months. It's so weird, their whole system, because last year they said they could not accept my product because it had sugar in it. And I don't know, I just don't understand how. I believe they carry the Beyond Burger, which has who knows what in it. but then you're concerned about sugar. That just was super weird. But yeah, so last year, that's what they told me when I sent them my ingredient list, and they were like, oh, we can't take this product because it has sugar, and if we accept products with sugar, then it has to be organic sugar. And I sent the same products that previously had the ingredients containing sugar, and this time the buyer, this is a different person, she's like, oh, we don't have any particular time for category reviews, so you can just follow up with us at a later date. And I was just like, are y'all just reaching out to companies, wasting their time, or do you not know how to effectively say, hey, the product is good, or hey, we don't like the product, it's not a fit for us? You're not going to hurt my feelings. I don't think that Oreos is hurt because you don't want that type of cookie at your wedding. It's not for everyone. It is not for every space. And perhaps my product is not for everyone, and it's not for every space, and it's not. It's very similar to people who take supplements. Some people do not believe in taking a powdery substance and putting it into a blender and drinking it and call it a meal. Some people don't agree with that, and they don't touch supplement. And I feel like if you're going to be in these spaces, then you need to be able to tell someone what you really think and say yes or no. Don't tell me to follow up in 2 or 3 months, because I feel like you're playing games, you're wasting my time, and I don't know if you got it and you looked around and was like, oh, well, I don't know, should we take this product off the shelves? Or maybe you got it and you were like, oh, you know what, I like this other vegan tuna better. I don't know. Maybe you don't have enough space in your refrigeration. But I would appreciate authentic feedback and authentic conversations. And that's the frustrating piece about being in business or just in life in general, is that people just are not authentic. For example, going to work. You have a manager who will sit there in your face and say, yeah, you're doing everything right, I think it's all good, but then doesn't give you the promotion. It's like, just keep it 100 with me and tell me what I need to improve on. You're not going to hurt my feelings. And it's just so weird to me. I'm not mad about it at all. Like, I don't care, and I know it might sound like I am, or I'm like frustrated, and I'm actually not frustrated. So I just feel like we all as people appreciate when we receive honest feedback and when we receive authentic information. And then today I am going to this networking event. My goal for this event is really just to have a good time, honestly. I don't have any, that's my Roomba shaking my camera. For this networking event, I don't have any particular goal in mind. I really just want to have a good time. I have long stopped going to networking events with the expectation of meeting someone that will help me along my journey with business, or that I would be able to work with, because what I find is that no matter where I'm at or what space I'm in, the people that are supposed to be around me, that are supposed to be on my journey, are going to be there no matter what. And there's not any one particular place that I can go to find them. It's not like, oh, well, if I go to this networking event, I'm going to run into so-and-so, he's going to do this for me, and then this is going to happen, and then this is going to happen. I used to think that way. Hold on now. Now, I did used to think that way many years ago. In my 20s, I used to think, well, if I do this, then this will happen. And what I found is that that's not the case. I mean, you don't know where your opportunities are going to come from. So I just try to go to these events really with an open mind, with no expectation of anything in particular happening. I just keep my mind open. That's pretty much it for Thursday, and I will check back in on Friday. Molly! Stop. Molly, that's my blanket. Ow! That's not a toy, that's my blanket. So it's Friday, June 17th, and yesterday I went to that networking event, and it was not for me. I will say that. It was not for me, so I left early, and I'll tell you a couple of things. Like, I used to go to networking events and feel like I had to stay, or I had to talk to someone, or I had to do all of these things. But as I have done more and more, I have learned that my time is extremely valuable. And even if I have paid to attend a networking event, if it's not serving me in the way I need it to, then just leave. Because nothing is worth my time. You know how sometimes like you go to an event and you're around a group of people and you're sharing what you do and they're sharing what they do, but everything is about them? Like, they're not even listening to what you're saying. Everything is literally just about themselves. I do this and I do that, and oh yeah, it's so needed, and the reason why I do it is because, and then you tell them like what you do, because it's a networking event. That's what we're here to do. We're here to see if any of us can network, if our paths can cross in any beneficial way. And you know, I just did not, I felt like everyone there was like, or at least the people I talked to, it was like self-serving. They are there to talk about themselves and what they do, and this is what I want. And I just wasn't feeling that vibe. And then people were kind of clinging to the groups and the people that they know. And I remember like I was sitting and chatting with someone that I met once before. I don't know her. We're not friends. We don't have each other's numbers. We're not like, you know, about to kick it tomorrow. I don't know this lady at all. I've seen her one time. But we were chatting and she was telling me, oh, you should join this Facebook group. I'm not joining Facebook. I'm not. But that was her feedback. And so we're sitting there talking, and literally this lady her friend walks by, and she's like, oh, hi, and like gives a hug and all this stuff. And then she's like, the friend who comes over to interrupt our conversation is like, do you want to grab some food? To the other person that I'm sitting here talking to. Doesn't say anything to me, but I was just like, okay, that was really weird. And this is not my group. This is not my crowd. These are not the types of people that I spend my time around. These are not the type of people who are on the same wavelength as me, the same mindset as I am on. I am in this space for growth and business opportunities. I'm not here to gossip. I'm not here to chit chat. I'm not here to shade anyone. I'm not here to meet up with my friend and just hang around them all day. I'm not here for any of those things. I'm not. If I want to do that, I have family that I can do that with. And however, there was a guy there who came up to me. He's like, you're so pretty. I'm interested in you, and I'm not even going to sugarcoat. I'm going to tell you straight up that I'm interested. And I told him, I was like, sweetheart, I'm expensive, number one. Number two, have you even dated anyone like me before? Have you dated someone who has a business, who's serious about their who's ambitious, who goes after what she wants, who is aggressive when it comes to her goals and her dreams and doesn't let up on anything? Yes, absolutely. That's not a problem for me. Yeah, I like you even more. Ciao. So I have this phone number that my trash number is what I call it, that everybody gets just to not have to go back and forth with people. And it is my phone number. It's just not my real phone number. And so I gave him that number because, you know, I'll vet you and I'll see what you're about within a second. Here's the thing. What happened after? He texts me and he's like, me and some of my coworkers are going to the pub. Do you want to come? See, this just shows me that you don't listen. I just told you 2 seconds ago, I'm expensive, and that I have certain standards, and there's certain things that I do and certain things that I don't do. And now you're asking me, do I want to sit amongst you and your freaking coworkers at a pub? What makes you think I want to sit at a pub? Especially when I just told you I'm at a fairly expensive sushi restaurant down the way. I feel like as a man, or not as a man, as my man, as my potential man, as someone who's trying to court me and get my attention, if I tell you that I'm at that sushi restaurant down the way, the type of guy that I am attracted to is the kind of guy who says, oh, yeah, you're down the street at that sushi bar? I already saved a seat for me because I'm coming. That's the kind of guy that I'm looking for. Not someone who asks me, do I want to sit amongst him and his coworkers? I don't know you. I don't know them. And the last thing I want to do is sit in a group setting with people I don't know. And honestly, I don't want to get to know. I don't want to know your coworkers. I don't. I'm not sure that I even want to get to know you. When I agree to spend my time with someone, it is going to be in a manner that I feel like is going to be beneficial for he and I. That I'm going to gain something from it. He's going to gain something from it. I don't just want to go out hanging with people just for the sake of hanging with people. I don't want to do that. That's not how I want to spend my time. And what comes first for me at this point in my life is my company. So that's where a lot of my energy and effort is going to go first. And everything else is going to fall underneath that. So why sit with you and your coworkers for the next couple of hours when I could be working on something towards my business? Anywho, so yeah, that was Thursday. And then today I am going into my kitchen to make these burgers and really just perfecting the recipe, how it is prepared. I'm gonna go and do some organization and stacking and moving some stuff around in my space. And then I am going to go to Walmart, just walking through the store to see where my products would be. So I am now on my way to that kitchen. You can see here, I have a lot of stuff that I'm putting up into the storage that I have there. So I need to leave a little bit early so that I can actually get there, put all this stuff up, and then prepare to make my burgers. Okay, so here we are in my kitchen. We are now just looking at the herbs and seasonings that I put into the product. Basically what I'm doing is just measuring out everything that goes in. So the different ingredients, the amount of sunflower oil, the percentage of chickpeas, water, all of that stuff is what I'm basically doing right now. And then I'm writing down that information so that as we scale, I know how to increase the amount of ingredients from where we are in the test phase of this product. So I am not going to have these as products that are going to be sold or eaten by the public. So that's why I'm able to write in between. So yeah, this is basically what it looks like when you are doing product development in food. You can pay a company to do this for you. However, it's about $10,000, $20,000 for them to develop the recipe and the product and then return that information back to you. I have studied this, so I know how to do it myself, and therefore I'm able to save on those costs. So basically, I am my food engineer. And here is an image of the burgers themselves. This is just, again, a sample, so it's not really even the finished product. This phase today was about flavors and not so much about how that product actually looks. I'll need molds in order to make it look perfect. So I just finished at the car wash, and now I am going into Walmart because I want to go and see where my product would be a good fit. And if I see a space where my tuna belongs, then I will definitely I'll film it and show you guys where I think. And that's part of getting your products into retail, is knowing where exactly it would fit in their stores, if they have anything similar to it. And I have an idea on where I think my products will belong, but I'll take you guys in there and show you and just explain why I think it would fit there, because that's what I'm going to pitch when I am on my call with Walmart in a few weeks. So let's go.
Okay, so the area where I felt like my product would be the best fit is right in the front of Walmart stores here next to the ready-to-eat products. These are where basically customers come in and they want something quick either for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and they just want to grab something to go. My chickpea tuna kind of falls in line with that, so I felt like it would be a really good fit right there. That's also right next to the vegan, plant-based foods that Walmart has that are refrigerated. So next to the tofu, something like that is where it would be a good fit. I did not see anything similar to my products in the store. What I actually saw was just traditional tuna, and looking at the products that are out on the market right now for traditional tuna, I mean, it's pretty unique. And so just imagine a vegan version of that if that was available. And that's pretty much what I want to develop, is more ready to eat foods that are plant-based and truly healthy for you, because the tuna companies have got some really innovative and tasty looking products that are quick and easy for people to eat. However, the downside is they're filled with preservatives and they are no bueno.
So I just finished in Walmart, and I feel like I saw some interesting spots where my product could fit. I'm new to YouTube, so I can't like do the little pointing thing people do, like, oh, like right here, this area right here. I don't know how to put that up on the screen. I saw a couple of really cool spots where my product could go, and I would love it if like Walmart took my product, it was in one of those spots that I found, and like if I could do like a little like if I could do like a pop-up or something with them to like show my products and do some sampling, that would be super dope. But I don't know if that's going to be the case, because I don't know if they're even going to accept it. But in my mind, what I am manifesting, whether it is a year from now or 2 years from now or 3 years from now, whenever it happens, what I am manifesting is them taking my product. You know, it would be something definitely unique and different. I didn't see anything like it. And even looking at the veggie burgers in the stores, a lot of them had a bunch of different ingredients, like a bunch of random stuff in the burgers, like soy and stuff to give it that meat-like texture. And so I feel like, you know, my burgers would even be a really great fit there because they don't have anything like it. But in the meantime, in between time, oh my God, I just figured out what I need to do. Sorry, I just completely like switched over. I just came up with what I need to do to fix my burgers, because the way it was mixed last year, unfortunately, I did not write it down. And I'm telling you, if you develop a product or anything, or you make a dress or something, you need to write down everything you did, because I swear to you, you will not remember. These cheap shades are just not okay, because look at that. I'm telling you, go ahead and spend the money and get the right stuff. Sitting up here fooling around with Amazon shades and they got me looking crazy. Anywho, I am now about to go to the, where am I going? Oh, I'm about to go to the grocery store because I do want to pick up a different company's veggie patties, because I want to just like compare and contrast theirs against mine. If you are trying to develop a product, whether it is clothing or shoes or whatever, it is really a good idea to pick up products from your competitors or products that you're trying to match, and see how they, you know, make it. If you're trying to be a high-end handbag designer, you should definitely pick up one of those high-end bags, see how it feels, the texture, the stitching, and all the little details that make it a high-end thing, so that you can then take that and you know, produce your product accordingly. So that is what I am doing, because remember guys, I'm still very, very new to this. My company is only 4 years old, and if I want to keep my company, if I want to be the CEO of my company, then I have to do a lot of this groundwork. I can't outsource that to someone else, because at the point where my company is big and I have to lead people who are then going to be hired to do those jobs, will I know what they're supposed to be doing? That's kind of where my mind is at, which is why I do every step in my business. So when the time comes that
my company is a lot larger that I can lead in, and I can be a great leader because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. I've sat in that person's shoes. I've done that job. And I feel like sometimes that is what makes a company difficult to work for, is that you have people leading you who have never done your job. And I remember when I was working at a particular company, and you know, when I started this job, they told us they wanted us to wear suits, and we were making $13 an hour. Now, how am I supposed to wear a suit that I can't afford? You're forcing me into a wardrobe that I can't even pay for. But because the people who were making those decisions had never walked in our shoes, they never had to be told like, hey, go and spend your little bit of income on these expensive suits. Those button-ups, they're not cheap. They are not cheap. And so it was so frustrating for a lot of us, because we're like, we would have like 2 pairs of slacks and 2 shirts, and we'd just be rotating those out because we didn't make enough to pay rent, to feed ourselves, to pay for gas, to pay for electricity, to pay for lunch, have entertainment, take care of our responsibilities, and have a little bit of fun in between, and then also be able to afford suits and slacks that were $50, $60 for a pair of pants, and I'm making $13 an hour. You're telling me that 4 hours worth of my work is gonna go towards a pair of pants? So that it's important to me that I understand every portion of my business, and it's important that I am prepared for what is to come, and that I don't wait until I have the staff, until I have these things come up, and then try to learn them. But I'm also invested in my company highly. It's important to me, and I care to do this. So I want to do it. It's not even just that I need to, I want to do this. Look at that pretty truck. Anywho, I'm out.